When I say good morning, you see what I'm doing? Yeah, getting up with me. What's that? Get ready with me. I'm just putting this band on. That's one thing. See, like when I first started Scarf Lady, right? Mm-mm. That's because I used to have my hair in plaits or braids, used to say. Braids? Yeah, these is braids. I'm talking about the other kind of braids, the old school way. Okay? So I am doing a good thing this morning. I done prayed and worship, and it's down low. I have another ministry online, and God is really good. I'm about to put on something on these lips, y'all. Like I said, get ready with me. Ooh, come on now. There's some in here. Okay, there we go. Now you can't lift looking any kind of way, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that's better. Okay, and then I will be putting on my earrings, and then I will get this party started. I have some good news to share with everyone. So here we go. All right, now I look a little bit decent there. Look, I look pretty, baby. Okay, so alrighty. Hello, everyone. Join, subscribe. Okay, I'm gonna get this party started. I am feeling amazing today, looking amazing, and I am amazing. Okay, do you live for you, be you, and love you? Okay, do you live for you, be you, and love you? Positive affirmations. Okay. I don't know why I didn't bring my oils in here, but that's okay because I always have some lotion by me. Okay. So, here we go. Today is Saturday. The sun is shining. The clouds in the sky is so beautiful. Okay. And y'all gonna think I'm joking when I say this. A church is my neighbor. Or in my backyard, it was still neighbor, okay, right? And I look at that church all the time. When I get down to where I want to be, I'm going to walk over there. You probably say, you can't go to no offense. And it's so funny. One day, um, something happened and I had to walk home, okay? And so I'm thinking I could come through the fence because typically it was a opening, right? Because kids be going in and back and forth, but sometimes you're not supposed to do that because that's almost like trespassing. And I said, whew. When I say I walked, I walked. I was much heavier than what I am now. And you know what? I'm so happy I can talk about that. I walked and I got to this church yard and I looked. They had to fix the fence, okay? Mm, 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 mm. I said, Lord, it's got to be a better way. And I don't know if it was hot that day or not, but that wasn't the point. I thought I was going to get home. I was right here. It's just that I had to go through the fence. There's a sidewalk, boom, where I live at. I ended up having to sit down on a little side wall or whatever they have over there. And I had to call my daughter. And my daughter and her husband and family, kids, and my grandbabies, they came and got me. True story. So I say all that to say, I want to walk over there or when I get my car. When I get my car. No, I'm going to get my car. See, we got to talk positivity into the atmosphere. God is going to see that I get this car. Yes. So that's the reason why I am so all in. I am so excited. I am so driven. And I am so happy to say, do you, live for you, be you, love you. Okay? All of that is self-care, self-love. And there's not enough of it in this world. Okay? People so bitter. We're supposed to be better. Okay? And that's what it is with me. I want to be better. Have I ever been bitter? Of course. No one is perfect. I done been bitter, but not for long. I can't hold no grudge. I don't want to hold a grudge. You can do something to me. I don't have nothing to do. I don't have to have nothing to do with you. But that's not who I'm supposed to be. I have always been ooh, an emotional person, but it's just that some people is more passive and easy to cry. Let me say it like that. But overall, I'm a good person. I ain't gonna even say decent. I think I'm a good person. So I started this week. I've been writing down stuff. If you see me looking over here periodically, it's because I have notes, okay? I just got off the phone with my daughter. And she said the sweetest thing to her mama. She said, Mom, she said, I think it's so cute for a lady as your age. She didn't say I was old, but she said it in a good way. She said, you are so motivated. You are so driven. You got activities going on. You do things. Believe it or not, people, I don't have a car. Okay? And most times I make do. Okay? I will walk, catch Lyft. I don't even really ask nobody to take me nowhere. And you know what? I used to thought it was my pride. Maybe it is a smidget, but I just don't. I try to figure out things for myself unless it's a dire need, okay? So that is one of my goals, okay? Getting a car. But the first goal I want to say is a closer walk with God and in my spiritual realm. And I so mean that. That's the reason why I said I'm not trying to be bitter, okay? I want to be better. The second goal is my weight loss, okay? The third goal is to be caring and loving of myself, which that has something to do with, I think, with the weight loss journey, because all in one, self-love, self-care, taking care of yourself, your body. So the fourth is being there for my grandchildren and children. And the fifth is to get me a car. To get me a car. I don't have a car. I don't have a car. I don't have a car. The story behind that is the last car I had was in 2014. I sold it before I moved to Florida. My dad got it for me. And he got it for me in 2011. Nice old, what was it? A Chevy or some kind. And I sold it for the amount that I wanted. And the guy and his wife that came, that's why I said God is good. The seat was broken. And I didn't do it. I don't know who did it. I can't put it on nobody, but the seat got broke. The spring or whatever was old. It was an old car, but it was nice. It didn't have no rust or nothing like that. It had a strong motor, tires, and all this. And how I ended up finding this out. When he came, he test drove it. His wife stayed at the house with me. And I went outside. I raised up the hood and all this, that. And he said, "Oh my goodness." He said, "These tires and the motor." He said, "If it had not been a good motor, he wouldn't have purchased it." He said he's had a vehicle like that before. That's why he hopped on it, the deal. And since then, so that's what, ooh, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 9 years until um 2020. Was it 2020? For about 6, 7 months, I had a vehicle. Now listen to this story. If I totally, I like to make face expressions, was a jacked up person, why would an 80-something-year-old woman that I knew but didn't know give me a car? Okay? And the reason why she gave me this car is because I was in the apartment with my daughter. I lived, and across the hall, we knew the lady across the hall. She was a sweetheart, and her birthday was the same day as my son's. And um, the other lady couldn't get in her home, so she went over to her house, and they called me over because, I guess they said 2 heads, 3 heads is better than one, right? And I guess they couldn't think about it. It was late. So I said, "Do your daughter have a Facebook?" I don't know if she knew about Facebook or anything, because like I said, she was 83. And she said she didn't know, so I asked her for her name. And I went on Facebook. I found her daughter. I messaged her, and I said these words in a brief way. I said, "You don't know me, but the reason why I'm writing you is because your grandmother left her purse in your car. It's on the floor in the front where she was sitting at." And what made her end up leaving it in there, because she told me, she said, "I had stuff in my hands and I thought I had my purse too." So I don't know if her daughter got that message or she realized her grandmother's purse was in the car and she came, okay? Because she kind of was almost like, I don't know, kind of scared or nervous because she didn't know if she was going to get in her house. So she wanted to go outside. It wasn't cold, but it was dark. And she said she wanted to go outside and wait. So I told her these words. I said, "You're not going out there by yourself. I'll sit out there with you." Which, where my daughter lived at, like her apartment thing, had the lights, the doors here. I like hers better than mine because my apartment is inside of a building. Hers was almost like. What the heck? Sorry about that, y'all. You know what? I'm going to start. Um, I like hers, my daughter's apartment, because it has like a separate door, almost like a house. I waited with her, the elder lady, and her granddaughter came. So she told her the story and everything, and she knew though. That's why she came back. So that was in, that had to have been 2017. Mm-hmm. Yes, it was. 2020 came around. So that's 3 years, right? She kept asking about me because by that time I had moved out of my daughter's apartment and moved into my own. And so my daughter told me, and I reached out to the lady that stayed from across from my daughter, and then she gave me the lady that gave me the car's number. She said, "Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to hear from you." Woo, 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 woo. She had been sick. She had been in a nursing facility, assisted living place for, I think she said, almost 6, 7 months. And being that her health was failing, she wasn't driving anymore. Okay, she wasn't going to drive no more, and her car had been sitting. And so she asked me, "Do you still have a car, or do you have a car now?" And I said, "No." She said, "I want to give you my car." I said, "You want to give me your car?" She said, "I want to give you my car." And she told me everything that I already mentioned prior. Why? I said these words because I did not want anyone to think that I was manipulating, deceiving, or trying to get over on a much older person, young person, doesn't matter. I said, call your children, mhm, grandchildren, or whoever. Because matter of fact, I even asked her, I said, "You don't have any grandchildren or anybody that you would like to give it to?" This is what she said to me: "This is my car. I do what I want to." I mean, hey, it was. But I wanted proof that someone knew. So when it came to, because she kept calling me, "When you going to come and get it? When you was coming to get it?" Like I said, I didn't have a car, but my sister just so happened, I came over. We was, going to the store, yard sales, Roman sale, garage sales, however you want to say it. And so I had asked her, I said, "Could you take me over here?" Because it wasn't too far from where I live at now, about 5 minutes, okay? I said that because of lights. She said, "Sure." When I got there, the lady that stayed across from my daughter and her grandson, okay, was there. hmm Did the title, bill of sales, receipts, and the grandson had jumped the car. That was the only thing that was wrong with her car because it had been sitting. So the battery needed a jump. So I had all this witness and proof there, right? He even followed me to the Vance or the AutoZone place to have the guy come out and see if I had any dead cells in the battery, which in fact it wasn't. It just needed a jump because it had been sitting so long. Y'all, I was so happy, blessed, appreciative, grateful, thankful, whatever word you could put out there to say in a positive realm. I was so thankful to the point I used to call her. I didn't just. What the heck is going on here? Um, I'm at to learn to turn these darn notifications off too. Or put it on. What is it? Sleep mode, pause, whatever. Um, so I would call her and I would check on her. If it wasn't every day, it was at least 3 to 4 times a week. Okay, 3 to 4 times a week. I said these words to her. I said, "If you do not have anyone or may need a ride to the store or give me the list, I'll go for you. If I don't have anything to do, let me know." I took her to pick up her eyeglasses. I took her to her doctor's appointment. I took her to her uh, dentist appointments. Okay. I even, after we went to get her glasses, I asked her, she said she wasn't ready to go home. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sitting up on this one, y'all, because it's about to get turned to the left. I took her to a fast food place called Culver's, okay? Culvers, okay? They have some amazing hamburgers. The bread, I don't know if it's butter bread or whatever, amazing. She was so like like a kid at a candy store. She was so grateful. She really was. I asked her, did she want to go anywhere else? And I think we stopped at a Quick Trip, okay? And then we came home. I took her home. I came home. So I already said all the doctor's appointments. So after I took her to the dentist appointment, another day at time, you could tell, like, you know, she wanted to talk. You could tell that she was kind of like, you know, bored or lonely or whatever. And I get that. I took her to Sonic's. I took her to Sonic's. We sat in Sonic's parking lot, ate some of our food, not all, and the rest she took home. I made sure she was in the house. I'm one for, even if I don't take you to your door, because she can walk and stuff like that, even if I don't take you to your door, I'm going to make sure you're in your door. I'm not going to just see you go up walking and just pull off. I made sure she was in the house because I remember what had happened to her, and I made sure there wasn't no bags or anything in my car. That's the person I am. I registered my vehicle, got insurance, and an incident had happened to where, I'm going to tell you why I'm saying incident. I said, you know what? I need to check and see when the last time the oil has been changed. So she had on her door a sticker that she used to go to Jiffy Lube, okay? And if you go once, they put a sticker on your door. You know how they put the date, mileage, and stuff when you need to get your next oil change or whatever. She told me, she said, go to Jiffy, and they would top you off, meaning you don't have to pay. I did that. This was after I went to another place across from the Walmart. And I remember this specifically because this is when everybody got those stimulus checks. My sister came. She followed me there, right across. We ended up going to Walmart's, and they told me it's probably going to be 45 to 30 minutes to see about the oil because wasn't nobody in there or nothing. I was in the shoe department in Walmart, and I get a phone call saying that my car is ready. I got some good and bad news. Which one you want first? Give me the bad. Just go and tell me the bad news. You didn't need an oil change, but there's something else wrong with your vehicle. Anyone that listens to this live, subscribe to my channel, comment down below, and say these words. Have you ever been somewhere and you ask for one specific thing to happen to your vehicle and they do something else? Okay. I was married to a man that was a mechanic. My dad was a mechanic. You know what I'm saying? I did not ask you to check for nothing else. I only asked you to check my oil. I didn't say about no motor, transmission, none of that. Just oil. Now, mind you, my sister followed me, okay? And I got it from this lady. And I used to see her driving in it all the time. And I've asked her, she didn't have no problem with that vehicle at all. At all. So all of a sudden, when I get over there, ooh, I had to hold my composure. But I told him on the phone, I said, y'all just trying to take advantage of me because I'm a woman. Y'all just trying to take advantage of me because everybody got their stimulus checks. I got to charge my phone. Sorry about that, y'all. I sure did say that. I didn't need an oil change, but they said they can do a test to tell me what was really wrong with my vehicle. Because all of a sudden it start leaking, dripping or whatever. And I'm like, wait a minute. My sister took me, she followed me. I parked the car, got out. I'm gonna tell you, y'all gonna say, girl, you didn't do all that. Yes, I did. I'm one for doing that because my second husband taught me a little bit about vehicles. He really did. And I had a problem with a Cadillac once before and it had an oil leak, but it was slow. But he told me, as long as you check the oils, you won't throw a rod, okay? And I did that until he fixed it. He fixed it. My car did not throw no rod or nothing. So I get over there, and the woman that took the information, the receptionist, and then the guy came around. It was almost like, I don't know if she was his girlfriend, boyfriend, they was dating or whatever, but she seemed like she was just like on his side. Yes, I saw it too, she said. I said, okay, okay. But I did not ask you to look at nothing else in my vehicle. Nothing. Mm-mm. So they did a test, and I think the test was 90 something dollars, 70 something dollars. So on the way coming home, my sister was following me, and I asked her. And also, you can see if your car is leaking behind you through the rear view mirror. But I asked my sister, "You seeing leaks?" They parked my car in the front of the place. Okay, when I went to get it, I know sometimes when you park your car, and I know sometimes when it runs, stuff can stop. But I looked underneath that car and didn't see nothing leak. Nothing. Ooh, I don't know how long. It may be a week, 2 weeks. I started seeing leaking. I took it. They already gave me an estimate of how much it was going to cost if they did fix it. I took it over here to Jiffy Lube. What they told me something different. So I'm like, oh goodness, here we go. My son knew this guy, and his stepfather worked for Mack Trucks. He looked at it. He's a mechanic. He said what I told him and showed him, because I had the papers. He said that's not true. He said it was something else, kind of minor, but it needed to be done, and I didn't have the money at the time. Just keeping it real, y'all. Just keeping it real. And being that I had that problem, I reached out to her, the lady I got the vehicle from, and I told her, because she needed me to take her somewhere, and I told her I couldn't. I don't know if she thought I was lying or what. So I told her what had happened. She said, ain't nothing wrong with that car. Ain't nothing wrong with that car. Da, 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 da. Ain't nothing wrong with that car. And I'm like, you know what? That part I agree with her. Wasn't nothing wrong with that car. It turned left. She said, the lady I got the car from, I want my car back. So I told her, I already got it registered, insurance, and I even seek legal counsel. It was my car. I paid, she gave it to me as a gift. That's true. She signed the title and everything. Grandson was there. Another person was there. The lady across the hall from my daughter. She was real sweet. She kept, this is the sad thing. She turned the lady across the hall, I said street, the hall from my daughter, against me and my daughter. And she knew my daughter before me. My daughter's been there for her. When they had rainstorms, tornadoes and stuff, my daughter used to go down in the basement with her of their apartment complex and sit down there. She'd bring a chair or whatever. She'd knock on her door. They'd go together with her kids and stuff down in the basement. She's helped my daughter. She's helped me. We helped her. Okay. So unlike no one was taking no advantage of no one. Me and her, we used to go to the movies. We used to go to restaurants. There's times that she said she wanted to go somewhere, but come to find out she didn't have the money. But you know why I'm like this? She took us there. Why not pay for it sometimes, right? I didn't have no problem with that. She took my friend from me. Like I said, her birthday was the same day as my son's. And I knew her, oh, goodness. I want to say since 2015. Mm-hmm. But 2020, 5, 6 years later, so I said, you know what? Okay. So I started telling people, how I was feeling. I felt like she thought I was taking advantage of her by this point in time. I didn't take advantage. I did everything I was supposed to, as far as I wanted people to be there for a witness thing. The lady across the hall from my daughter, she was there. She also um, uh, uh, gave me the information for the title to sign for her because the lady was sitting down and she got it for her, brought it to me. She also went out there in her car and got everything out that was hers, and her grandson was there. He was the one that gave us, would start the car up. He jumped it. He had a truck. So by this time, I'm feeling like really hurt, really sad. And so I said, I don't want this car no more. I don't want it no more. And maybe what happened to the car was a sign of me not having that car because something like this was going to happen. You follow me? I'm so serious. So I put a ad. I don't know if I put it on the Craigslist. I don't know for certain, but I put it on Facebook Marketplace. I had several people inquiring about it, but I had 2 people actually come and see the car. First one was 2 African American men. And I think, in a sense, I can't say for certain. I feel like they was trying to take advantage of me because I was a woman. Hey, let me tell you something. I wasn't in a disclosed place. I'm out in the open. Okay, no, so it ain't gonna be that type of party. People was outside and everything. Okay, close by, and I ain't talking about nobody over there and stuff like that. But they said it was gonna come back the following day. So I said to myself, if they really wanted that vehicle, I'm a thinker, y'all. They had the money. I understand you can think things over. I don't know if they was probably trying to get it for someone, but I think they was trying to buy it to flip it, which that's okay. Cause my ex-husband used to do that. He used to get vehicles for the low, fix it up, literally, detail it, and sell it, just like people do these homes around here, flipping them. So, a lady and her husband came from St. Joseph, Missouri. Okay, she stayed with me. We talked. I even knew the woman sign. Okay, and we talked. Their vehicle was here, and he asked could he test drive it. He didn't know that I had a tracker on it. Okay, so if he had taken off with my vehicle, I'm just saying, because things could happen. She could have just been here with me he took off, and then all of a sudden, I need to run down here to the store or whatever. You know, you just got to, sometimes you be mindful and think. Sometimes you have to. Don't let your judgment be cloudy. That's what I don't do. We talked, and he bought it because he was buying it for his daughter, their daughter. And I sold it for the amount, but let me tell you something. I thought the miles on the vehicle was this. He looked at that car because I never could turn the light on, and he showed me where the light was to see the mileage. Miles on that car was so low, lower than what I even estimated it to be. Him too, he was a mechanic. And being that he test drove it, come to find out when I got in the house, because I still had that, it was on my phone tracker, he was just right here in the back where this church is. And what he did was drove that vehicle over here and did a little, you know, checking it out. He bought that car for what I asked for. I did not take advantage. I even showed him the paperwork. I even told him, sir, I don't know what's wrong with this vehicle. I'm going by what these folks is telling me, right? I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. So that's the last time I've had a automobile. Okay. So I did that. I'm doing some talking. I'm letting people in a little bit in my life. I don't think that's personal, but it ain't. It's just be mindful. Okay. Just sharing things. Okay. So what I actually got on here for is, again, herbal detox extract. I already took 3 drops. Last night, I write down everything because I'm trying to keep track. I'm trying to stay on track, y'all. I'm trying to stay focused. I'm trying to do this. And this is my way of helping myself. You know what I'm saying? It is. And I truly want to help you too. That's why I said journey is real. So, okay, again, 3 of these in the morning, 3 in the evening. And this one is the detox herbal. You shake it. Now, one of them tastes kind of like, you remember that candy? It looked like a little barrel root beer. One of them tastes like that. The other one kind of have like whew, black licorice taste. And this is the fat loss herbal. 3 drops in the morning, 3 in the evening. So what I'm doing here is I done ran my mouth a little bit, but I actually come on here to just talk a little bit. And again, I'm taking my supplements. I typically already been done had them, but what I did, I already took those herbal extracts, and so I said, you know what? I have my banana. This is water dripping. I have over here 4 slices of cucumbers. Okay, half of I already started biting it, y'all, of a green apple, and I had it in the refrigerator from yesterday. I had the other one yesterday, the other half yesterday, and I put it in some vinegar and water. And that's what you can do for potatoes as well, so it won't turn brown. And then also it cleans it, okay? I'll tell you that. So, vitamin D, E12, Essentia, um, my pill that I take for anxiety a little bit. And I would be getting off that soon. I don't want to be taking nothing. I want to be that natural woman, okay? I take a pill, as I said yesterday. Actually, it's for multiple things, okay? I didn't know it until the doctor told me. It's to help you stop smoking, anxiety, and weight loss. I even read up on it. I said, get out of here. Now, one of the supplements that I take, which is Essentia, this one right here, I've been taking it ever since the pandemic, right? Okay. And what it does, it helps build your immune system. This right here, not expensive at all. I think I paid, I know no more than $10 for it. Okay. And sometimes if you go to CVS, buy one, get one free. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I forget how many's in the thing. I think it's 100. I want to say 100. And this is the B12. B12. Okay. I got the C and the I got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to take. Typically, like I said, I've been had all these supplements taken, but I did my herbals already. I listened to my ministry. I'm listening to one right now. It's very faint, but it's on. I don't care as long as it's up in my house, helping me, helping me. Do whatever you can to help you, and it's helping me. God is good. Mm, mm, mm. I'm gonna have to I see notification. Y'all don't think I'm crazy looking up there. I'm gonna have to bring my water in here too, because I have this app on my phone, and it tells me every day how many hours I slept. Oh, what? You know what? I put on here. You can put on here. Um, Notification, y'all. Okay, here it is. Let me get to it. Okay, here it is up in here. It's Samsung Health, okay? And it'll tell you how many steps. Um, you can enter in there the foods you eating for breakfast and lunch, dinner. It'll tell you like if you ride a bike, walk, jog, etc. Um, it said I slept 9 hours. Okay, I like this. So I had that on my phone. So like if I walk, this app right here say how many steps I made. That's I. I'd have been through so much. Mm. Every one of us have a book in us. Every one of us been through something. I can't compare my struggles or anything that I've been through saying is worse than yours. But as far back as I can remember, I'm still a work in progress. But that's why I am trying to stay focused. Daily, and this might sound kind of crazy in a sense, but I don't think so, because it's something I want to do. I don't really watch TV, for real, unless it's YouTube, ministries, motivational speakers, anybody that's uplifting. I listen to 3 to 4 ministries, different, okay? I listen to people's journeys as far as being vegans and eating healthier and weight loss journeys and even their struggles. Because as I stated, me talking about mine, I want to help you. I want us to help each other. Everybody can run across someone that they can say, wait a minute, what? Okay? Everyone. But everybody's struggle is theirs. Everybody's journey is theirs. We need more love, understanding, patience. Stop judging and be so mean and cruel to people and hurtful to people. Support. Get to know a person. Looking at somebody and saying, ooh, she seems like she got it together, or ooh, she seems like she's messed up. By looking at someone. Just looking at someone. Just because a person might be homeless, they probably got 4 or 5 degrees. Some people just need support. Probably done fell off the bandwagon, so to speak, depression. I'm going to say one of those, or anxiety, or just not having support. Support is key. I don't care what no one say. I don't care. I have a group on Facebook, Lisa Ann Real Support Group. And I made that group, I think I have 200 some people in there. I could switch it over to something else if I want to change the name. But it's my group. I have several groups, but I'm talking about to make a group and a place or a space for people to come in and share their feelings, emotions, weight loss journeys, testimonials, what they eat, recipes, you know. I'm trying hard to stay away from meats. So far, this week, I don't think I had any meat. But I'm writing stuff down, okay? And I'm starting from, I'm looking over here at my notes. I'm starting from 420, writing down everything I eat, how much I weigh, and my goal weight. And I'm so glad I said how much I weigh, because that's the, oh goodness, that's the surprise. I said I had something to tell y'all. Y'all, I don't pretty much somewhat, I talk, but I come back because I remember, because I'm looking at it and I write stuff down. Okay. So from the 20th to today, I done took off 3 pounds. A lot of times our weight is water weight. Okay. And what I'm doing now, I'm writing it down because I'm getting so excited. I don't want to get so caught up into the numbers of it, like being obsessed with checking to see, girl, how much weight you done lost. Because at one time when I first started my weight loss journey, I was weighing myself every day. I pick a day to weigh myself, okay? And it's Saturdays. And what I do is, now I'm writing it down here, but I still gonna continue to put it on my calendar. I write it on my calendar every Saturday. And one time, I wasn't pleased with the weight, right? So I waited 4 more days. and I checked it again. And as I was saying, sometimes it's water weight. Sometimes I don't mess with salt though. I'm not a salt eater. I know certain foods we eat have sodium in it, but if I'm eating an apple, a cucumber, and a banana, and I'm blowing up for that, something's wrong. I listened to the Minister of Wellness, the man that I bought these from. Yes, I'm putting his name out there. Minister of Wellness. They say tag, share, invite your friends. That's why I said sharing is caring. He said this morning someone had he has a ministry on YouTube too, Minister of Wellness. And right now I'm looking at the Watch, what is his name? The Watchman online ministry. And then I listened to Pastor Jamila and Fred Gooden. And I listened to Tabitha Brown and her husband, Chance, every day. If I don't listen to Pastor Jamila, I'm listening to this ministry. And also Pastor James. Oh, what's his last name? I have a book. Matter of fact, 2 of his books. Oh man, how can I forget his name? James. Ooh, wait a minute, y'all, because I don't like it. I don't like Pastor James. Oh, it's gonna come to me, but I'm gonna write it because I have my other phone. Pastor James Daniel. How can I that? Pastor James Daniel. He's a pastor. Pastor Jamila Gooden and her husband Fred Gooden. Tabitha Brown and her husband Chance Brown. Minister of Wellness and the Watchman Ministry. All of those. And every last one of those that I mentioned is so positive. I remember when I was going through something and I started listening to Pastor Jamila. At the time, she was married and no longer with that person, married to the love of her life now. I admire her. A friend of mine, she introduced me to her, and I was watching her. She comes on Car Chronicles in the morning. Okay, she speak and preach in her car in the morning, and I was so dedicated into her. Not saying I fell off, from listening to her. I started listening to, oh my goodness, how could I forget him? Pastor Benefield on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. I'm pretty sure he probably did have a YouTube channel, but I'm talking about he was on Facebook Live and the prayer conference call. And when I started my journey of 2020, and I say that year because that's when I was dedicated and all in with the journey that I had set for myself, which was my weight loss journey, okay? I needed more. So it was July, August, September, October, November, 4 to 5 months later, because I think it was June 2020 or July. I'm almost want to say June. And my doctor had retired, so I met the new doctor. Both of them was the most amazing doctors there was. And I say that, and I keep saying it because they wasn't too quick to want to write out prescriptions. You go to a doctor and they, oh, I'm going to write this out because, no, they listened. And so the first doctor I had, oh, goodness, I had him for Ooh, about 10 years. Oh my goodness, are you serious? 10 years. He was a great doctor. I remember one time he said, cause my blood pressure was jacked up, okay? Hypertension, high blood pressure, to where I was almost heading to be on 3 blood pressure pills. I could talk about that another day. And I wanted to get the weight loss surgery. I had thought about getting it, say it like that. And he mentioned it to me. He didn't tell me to. He just gave me, some directions of which way to go if I wanted to. It was a choice. With no, demanding thing. I did everything that I was supposed to, but 2 things. And that was, one of them, I was smoking. And the doctor asked me, he said, do you smoke? I told him yes. And he told me he couldn't do it. And he told me why. I'm not saying all doctors are like that, but that doctor didn't. And he said, why? And when he said that, he said, stop smoking for 30, what did it say, 90 days. 90 days, come back. And they had to do a test. So they didn't take your word, okay? They was going to take some of my hair, he told me. And he said he did a test to see if I had nicotine in my system, okay? So, and then after that, I would have had to, I think, cleanse my system by eating certain things that I couldn't have, like a liquid type of diet. I think you had to do that for 10 to 14 days or so. I did the psychological testing. I answered, I think about 100 questions. I looked at videos. I even went in there and I saw different ways you can get the procedures done and all this stuff. Actually, I wanted the sleeve. That was in, was that 2018? 2018. My youngest daughter mentioned to me about keto, okay? And I started that with her. And that was January 2019. And I have photos. I'm going to get comfortable and show y'all. But I ain't at that point yet. And the photos don't lie. Because when I took it still had the month, day, and year. I lost 40 pounds. And then my life got turned upside down. In a good, sad way. I had a house full of people. And this is something I'm going to tell anyone out there that's dealing with any issue. And it ain't just about no weight loss, losing weight, dieting, lifestyle change, or nothing. It goes. We have to stop. We have to stop letting people interfere in what we have planned for ourselves. We have to stop letting people mess up what we have planned for ourselves. I was doing so good. My son, my daughter, his girlfriend, and my granddaughter. It was 5 of us. No one had a job. And then, these young generations, they think they can do whatever they want to do. Oh, I'm at mommy's house. Mommy's going to do that. I was cooking, and I had to cook for everyone, pretty much. But this is something I should know about and experience, because my mom was an obese woman and she went to Weight Watchers, okay? And when she prepared her foods, not all now, a lot of things we ate what she ate. So I'm saying that to say, if I'm doing good, I'm eating this, losing weight. We all can stand to lose weight. We all can stand to be healthy. We can all stand to eat more vegetables and fruits, baked foods or whatever. whatever people choose, but in a healthy way. I can't tell nobody to do what I'm doing. I'm just trying to show people what the results are. And in 2 days, I done lost 3 pounds. I'm not starving myself. Like right now, I'm not hungry, but that's okay because I ate 2 slices of tomatoes. I have these cucumbers. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I'm not starving myself. You got to feed your body. Ain't nothing wrong with fasting and detoxing, but you got to feed your body nourishment. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. I'm gonna close that sliding door because it's a little nippy today. That's why I got on this shawl, y'all. But I like fresh air to come through my house and, you know, knock out. I said take out the germs. But anyhow, germs is inside and outside. Viruses is inside and outside. So I'm not starving myself. I'm taking supplements. So that's putting things in your body. These are supplements, not pills. There's a difference. And you know what? I remember one time I went to the doctors and they had asked me, are you taking any herbals or anything like that? And at the time I said no. Now that I think about it, this was a long time ago, not the doctors that I had here, a long time ago. And I'm like, why are they asking that? I didn't, I'm young and really didn't know the benefits of herbals and eating healthier and stuff. I'm just being honest, y'all. Come on now. Now I see. Don't you know medicine is fruits? Don't you know medicines is vegetables? Don't you know all of what we need in our bodies is in fruits? And I say this to say, for those of us that done lost a mom, dad, cousin, uncle, grandmother, grandparent, sister, brother, someone that we love, friend, I always wanted to be a band-aid to my mama's sores. True story. I wanted to heal my mom. True story. She used to get sick and she said, Lisa, oh, I sound just like her. Am I going to go home? Lisa, she'll be in the hospital on holidays. Oh, I sure hope I'm home on for Thanksgiving or Christmas. And it wasn't because she wanted to eat, because at that time she was really, eating healthy. She just wanted to be home with her family. I don't know, Mama. I'm going to change this because it's kind of emotional. But so I say all that because I wish I could have healed my mom. I wish I could have healed my kid's father, my Aunt Joyce, my older sister, my sister under me, my sister under me, my children. And I say all of that because I'm learning and I want to share with them. I don't want to be selfish. That's why I said people need to support. If I lose weight or feel healthier or whatever, and I see my son or daughters or my sisters or my dad's still living, my mom's not. I want to let them know what I'm doing. I'm not telling them to do it. Look here. Eat these vegetables. Looky here. Eat these fruits. And you know what? Another thing, I sometimes, like me, I'm gonna say this about me. I'm gonna try it again. Give it a try. Mangoes. Oftentimes we say, I'm allergic to this, I'm allergic to that. But okay, think about it. You're allergic to fruits. You're allergic to vegetables. But you're eating all this meat that we ain't supposed to eat. Ooh, did I spit some bars? Oh, I can't eat no mango. Oh, I can't eat no avocado. Well, avocado is a fruit. I didn't know that, but it has a seed. And but you can eat all this pork. I haven't had pork in so long. I can't even remember last time I had pork. I don't buy milk. I don't buy sugar. I don't buy eggs. The lady across the hall gave me some eggs. Why did I take them? Last time I think I had eggs might have been Monday. I think. I don't want no more eggs in my house. I don't have no meats in my house. None. Milk, none. Sugar, oh goodness. I haven't bought sugar in about 3, 4 years. And I don't miss it. I don't. I purchased me some for the first time. Like I said, I'm learning some agave. Okay. I'm gonna try it. I haven't yet. But beforehand I was using honey. Okay. I was not using any sugar in my coffees. I want to get more healthy teas, which is good. Got what you call that, probiotics and green and black teas and stuff like that. So I'm saying all that to say we have to be better as a people. We have to eat. We have to, you know, come together and do right. I think this might sound funny, but I'm just being a realist. I think a lot of things people eating is what's making this world the way it is. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm gonna tell you why. When I started eating healthier and losing weight, my mental state, skin. I told my daughter, I said, I keep saying skin. My skin, y'all, my skin. Okay. I was so like lights. It's like the blinds were pulled off because I was in the dark. And when I started losing weight, eating healthier, that's why I said lifestyle change, eating healthier for me. I'm doing all this for me. Ain't for no man, my kids, or no one. But I want to be obedient. I'm not going to sit and pray and ask God, God, please keep me focused. Please just make sure I try to. I'm asking him, and I got to obey him. I want to put this message out there. I know a lot of other people talk positivity. We all on this platform. Everybody's story is everybody's story. Everybody's subscribers is everybody's subscriber. I might share something that they don't share. They definitely share something because they where they at. I'm not a hater. I love everybody that I watch on YouTube because they motivating me. I'm really all in and look at their lives and the stories that they tell. Why do people have to hate? We need to stop. We need to stop. All of us have a calling. All of us have, I want to call it a gift. All of us can be something. Eat healthy. Be healthier. Maybe it uncloud your judgments and the things that we're doing. As you said, I'm part into this too. I ain't just throwing no stones, and I ain't gonna put nobody's name out there. I say my kids, but that don't mean I'm putting their name on it. My grandbabies, I can say my sisters, my dad. I'm not putting nobody's name on it. My loved ones. And loved ones can be friends. They're part of your family. We all are family. This lady, it was yesterday, day for yesterday, I had a call the pharmacy, and we had to get disconnected. But she, this is so funny. I ended up calling back, and she said, I was talking to this one lady, and she ended up having to transfer me to the one that answered the phone the first time, and she said, I heard you on that line talking about man. And I said, yeah, I didn't say nothing bad. I just said, man. And I said, yes, I did. I said, man, because I was on the thing, you waiting, and you finally get someone to pick up. She heard me, but I couldn't hear her. She even said it. So that's what that was. It was so funny. And she just started talking to me. It was so funny. I was like, this woman started talking to me about how people in the world are and how people, I'm, man, oh man. She just started talking to me. And the only thing I was calling to give her was my updated information to my card. She was a talker. Everything she was saying is true. She even told me some things about how her sister was with her because she got curly hair, and her sister said her hair was nappy and all this, that, and the other and stuff. And she said her and her sister ain't talked, I forget how many years. And I said, you know what? That's sad. Because of your skin, because of your hair. Then she said she was Italian, Indian, or something else. And her hair was more kind of like curlier, kinkier, or whatever. And her sister said something about that. She said, you need to go and see if you got this in you and stuff. And I'm saying that to say that woman was just going on and on. But you know why? Everybody needs someone to talk to, and that was her moment. And sometimes all you need to do is listen. I have a friend, he says to me, you know why I like talking to you? Because you listen. And I do. Even if it's crap. You have a decision and a choice of which way you want to go in life. If you want to listen to that negative stuff and go left, and you're supposed to go right or straight ahead, because I'm not going backwards. You have to listen sometimes. My youngest daughter is 30 years old, and she has a lot of wisdom and knowledge. All my kids do. My oldest daughter and my son and my daughter. I have 4 kids, okay? All of them are very smart and intelligent. You know, whatever you may go through with your children or people in your life, it's the choice they make too. And I want my kids to get back on track because they was raised in a very loving, caring home, and they know it. They say it. You know, you get out here in this world and you just choose your own path, you know? And in my heart is heavy with that. Someone came to my home yesterday and I cried like a baby. Because don't no one know what no one's going through. I cried. This first time I met her, she was coming to talk to me about some things, and my appointment was this time, and hell, she had a 1:30 appointment, and that woman stayed here almost 3, about 4 hours. I told her next time she come, I said, tell me to hush. But no, she understood. And come to find out, just like God bring people to you, she used to work in a battered woman's shelter. I ain't no chauvinistic person, neither is she. I'm talking about my story, okay? This is my story, my truth. I don't have no reason to lie. Anything I say, I'm gonna walk the walk and talk the talk. If I put my business out there about what I've done wrong, you best believe it wasn't too much. I done prayed and asked God to forgive me of anything that I may have done to anyone. My kids, myself, my mom, my dad, which in fact I haven't done nothing to my mom or dad. My sisters, get on here, they can comment. No, I have not. And one will probably say, oh, family gonna lie. My family ain't gonna lie on me. I got too many family that know me. My aunt, the only living one of her siblings, calls me on my birthday. And I talked to my uncle for the first time, and woo. And he told me, keep doing what you're doing. Live your best life. Keep being happy. She always says, as long as I've known you, which ever since I was born, my cousin, her daughter is, me and her the same age, but I'm like 6 months older than her. She said, you're a beautiful person. And for the longest, it was hard for me to talk to her because of my mom, right? You notice I get on that topic and get off real quick. Very touchy. To hear her say this, I know she's not my mom, but she's my mom's sister. And she's a sweet person and she talks real calm and peacefully. And it made me feel good. So when we say, or I have said, I don't have nobody. I got my kids, my dad, I have God, of course, and I have my aunt, my uncle, and I have a friend. And I could seriously call this person a friend. Friends can hurt you. But intentionally, I don't think so. I think this person was hurting me to heal me. You know, sometimes a person can try to do little things to you because they want you to be tough. You can't force nobody to be nothing, right? But they can tell you, uh, when I met you, you was this, and look at you now. You done grew, you done blossom. A male friend, and he is my friend, and I will keep him, and I'm gonna stick beside him because he stick beside me. I'm gonna talk to my kids, my son, a child, I should say. He said he want to talk to my dad. I don't mean, he said, I might ask you for your hand in marriage in front of your dad. Boy, you better stop playing. I would marry him too. If he asked me, yes, I would. Yes, I do. Because I can honestly say here, I don't give a darn who hears this. I love him, and I know he loves me. That does not mean he's in love with me. He makes me laugh. When you could talk to someone for as long as you talk to someone, we don't talk on the phone like all the time or text. Oh, I can't stand that. We look at each other like I'm on this live right now. So it ain't no fake. He see me raw, rugged, meaning, just waking up, I'm just saying. And know my journey as far as my weight loss. I mentioned something before, and then I'm going to get off here about my tooth. I've said that, I think, yesterday, what happened in the story or whatever. You can check out the video, but I can say it again. It's missing. I don't talk with my mouth open, and sometimes you'll see it, sometimes you won't. But I did a live on Facebook because I sell jewelry, and he was on there. And so I said to him something like, I have low self-esteem or self-conscious because of it. He said, so? He said, you can be blind, crippled, and crazy or whatever, that kind of figure speak. So that point, from that point on, I open up about that. I open up about my weight, open up about my self-esteem, all that. I'm not putting the years of how long I've known him, but he's been there for me. He made me mad one time, but that's that. We both squashed it, apologized. He took full responsibility because it was. And when you do that, you're okay by me. No one's perfect. My kid's dad, not when we was together, but before we really got married, he did something, not in a bad way, like hit me, because ain't nobody gonna put their hands on me, okay? And if you do, I'm not gonna be with you. I say it like that. But other than that, I stick beside him. And he can get on here and hear this. He will comment. He's not ashamed to say nothing to me. But when you know someone that you actually been with and you trust and confide in that person, and they break your heart once, twice, I don't hate no one, but I don't have to have nothing to do with you no more, because you know why? A person knows what they do to you, okay? Don't flip the script to make it seem like I've done something to you. I don't like that, because you're playing manipulative mind games. And so all that mental stuff, I don't have time for it. I'm talking so calm, peaceful, just like I tell my kids. Stress will kill you, okay? I don't care. It's not no age or nothing no more, okay? So to wrap this up, do you, live for you, be you, and love you, because you are a jewel. Don't forget it.